This week on Chuckload of Comics, we got a huge show. We're talking about Star Wars. We just saw the new It movie, and we got Subscriber of the Week, and we're talking about Captain Phasma.
Holy cow!
Lots going on. This is Chuckload of Comics. Hey, welcome to Chuckload of Comics. My name's Chuck Lindsay.
I'm Shauna Lindsay.
Look at this thing, man. This
Isn't
thing is
that cool?
awesome.
I had to take my Black Series helmet off because I can't drink my beer with it
Yeah,
on. So.
and I can't hear anything in this, but check out this badass helmet, man. This is the Star Wars Black Series Poe Dameron Resistance X-Wing Fighter
This is pretty
helmet
cool. This is pretty
from
fun.
Hasbro. It's dope. I got it at Force Friday.
Force Friday, people.
Star Wars is coming, people, man. Whether you like it or not, The Last Jedi is on its way. And we're excited. We're
Yeah,
excited.
Who isn't excited?
Got these killer helmets that I'm just going to set right over here.
Yeah.
I got my Poe Dameron jacket on.
He didn't buy this
American
jacket.
jacket.
He actually owned this jacket.
Yeah.
It just looks like a potato.
Just looks like it. It went with the helmet well, so I was like, screw it, I'll wear it.
That works good.
So yeah, this week we got a lot to talk
I
about,
know.
man. This has been
I
a
know.
big week.
Especially, comics and Star Wars and everything.
Comic we're gonna review is Captain Phasma. It's from Marvel. It's the road journey to Star Wars Last Jedi. It's a book. It's all about Captain Phasma, the most underused character in The Force Awakens.
So when The Force Awakens came out, the toys were
Take the
Captain
jacket off. It's
Phasma,
hot
all the
in here.
stuff was Captain Phasma, and no spoilers, but Captain Phasma doesn't really have a big role in Force Awakens. It's
Not
like,
big,
what
not big
happened?
enough.
So
But-
it's good. It's cool that we're gonna see her again.
There's gonna be more Captain Phasma, I think, in Last Jedi. But this comic's dope. We're gonna tell you all about it in just a second. Before we do, quick serious note here. Big prayers and thoughts out to all of our friends and family in Florida.
No kidding.
Big hurricane coming through, people.
Stupid Irma.
Irma's gonna rip it. We've got friends and family and well-wishers all along the path. We got them in the Caribbean islands, the Keys, Miami, Daytona, Cocoa Beach, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Atlanta. Pretty much the entire path of the hurricane.
We
It's
got
a truckload
friends.
of hurricane that's about to rip
Right.
through the states. So
Hunker down
Hunker
and
down,
stay
folks.
safe, guys, because there's nowhere to go. You can't escape it. So
be careful. Be careful out there.
Stuck there.
And yeah. So good luck to all you guys.
That was a downer.
I know. So let's pick it up because we got lots of fun stuff to talk about this week. Let's start with our subscriber of the week, shall we?
Yes.
All right. We've been doing this segment. This is the third time we've done it,
Yeah.
and we are having tons of fun with it. We're getting lots of fun feedback from all of our fun subscribers. Hey, by the way, if you're not a subscriber to our show, please go to YouTube, click on the little subscribe button. It means the world to us
Yes, it does.
to have all these subscribers, man. It's a plus. I just realized you're wearing a green shirt on a
It's
green
fine.
backdrop.
It's not green, it's teal.
So Shauna's
Tealish white.
Shauna's a floating head. That's why.
Nah.
So yeah, subscriber of the week. This week is a killer channel that I love called Screen Stars. Screen Stars is so cool.
Yeah.
It's run by a guy named Aaron Wilbert, who's from the UK. He's a British guy. I don't know if he broadcasts from the UK, but he's a British guy, and he does film reviews. He does movie reviews. He does television reviews. He reviews video games. And what makes Screen Stars such an awesome show? I love watching this show because in order to have a successful and fun and entertaining YouTube show, it takes two things. It takes content and it takes personality.
That's true.
This guy's got both of those in spades.
Oh, nice.
Aaron is he's a super nice guy, man. If you watch his show, if you go to Screen Stars on YouTube, just watching this guy's show, you instantly fall in love with this guy because he just seems like a really nice guy.
Energetic.
Not really.
Oh, sorry.
He's not super energetic, but he's just a heartwarming fellow, this guy, and he is really committed to his channel. I think he's only been doing it for about a year now, but he pours his all into this show. He puts out a show every day, every other day.
Wow.
And he just talks about movies. He talks about movies that are great, movies that maybe aren't great, but you should watch. Man, it's such a
That's cool.
cool show, man. So, subscriber of the week, Screen Stars. You should check them out.
Nice.
Great show. So yeah, Aaron, keep on keeping on, man. Keep doing your thing. So yeah, subscriber of the week.
Awesome.
If you want to be a subscriber of the week, all you gotta do is subscribe and talk to us.
Hello.
Just chat with us, and we would love to talk about your channel, man. So hit us up on the old YouTube.
The old YouTube.
Moving right
email.
along. A lot of stuff happened this week.
Yeah.
Big week in Star Wars, so let's wrap it all up really quickly in a little segment we call Nerd News.
Nerd news.
Okay, getting right into it. First thing that happened this week, Paul Bettany is joining the cast of Han Solo.
Right? Better known as the Vision.
Vision. You saw Avengers,
Yeah.
Age of Ultron. You saw Civil War. You know who Paul Bettany is.
Yeah.
Killer actor, great voice actor, great physical actor.
Mm-hmm.
The dude's awesome. Well, he's joining Han Solo, the yet untitled Han Solo movie, which, if you haven't been watching, it's been undergoing some massive changes. They fired the original directors.
Which were the Lego movie
Yeah, they did a Lego
directors?
movie. They did lots of other
What I thought
killer
was crazy
animated
is
flicks.
the way they were fired was because the actor started complaining to Disney about him. Is that right?
Yeah, he was. It sucks because they were kind of. It seemed like they were kind of making a bit of a
Slapstick.
comedy movie, and that didn't sit well with the people at Lucasfilm and Disney. So they fired him and they brought on Ron Howard. This is all old news. You probably already knew this. So Ron Howard is now doing the Han Solo movie,
That's so crazy.
and clearly he is completely starting from scratch because he just brought on a whole new character. And this isn't like some little small character. Paul Bettany is a pretty big actor, and I think he's going to have a pretty big role in the flick. So clearly,
Things
they're making
changing.
a lot of changes with the Han Solo flick, which comes out in much less than 1 year from now. It comes out in May.
That's gonna get pushed back. It's got to get pushed back.
You think?
It's all a big ploy so that they can open it in Christmas.
They can push it to Christmas.
It's all
I
been
don't know.
written in. It's Disney people. They're the puppeteers.
So
of
I got hopes for this Han Solo movie, which I really didn't even want to see in the first place. Why make a Han Solo movie? I don't know. Not a big fan of the Han Solo movie concept, but hey, I'll take it. Add Paul Bettany to the cast.
Yeah.
You can do much worse.
And Ron Howard.
Ron Howard. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping for Apollo 13. Far, far away. Also in the news, you also knew about this. Colin Trevorrow, also fired from a Star Wars film. Colin Trevorrow was the
Crazy.
director for Star Wars Episode 9.
Yeah, he was.
Gonna be. And if you know who Colin Trevorrow is, he was the director of Jurassic World.
Which,
Not a great film.
yeah, so many people loved that movie.
I don't
we
know.
we
I don't know
like
too many people that actually liked it. It made a
Really?
ton of money. It crushed at the box
So many
office.
people loved it.
I mean, it must.
Not
It
people we
crushed.
know.
It made like $1 billion at the box office. But Colin Trevorrow got dumped, probably because of his latest movie, The Book of Henry.
Really?
Book of
That's
Henry.
why he got dumped.
They didn't say that, but it got really bad critical reviews.
Really?
So Book of Henry might have.
What was that about?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
No.
But that's his
Apparently
latest,
it's not good.
and it's Lucasfilms, man. You gotta play ball.
Wow.
You gotta do what they want all the time, or they're gonna dump your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So Colin Trevorrow's out, which is kind of scary, because now who do they go with? Shauna, your opinions for directors for Episode 9?
Just
ideas?
anybody that knows Star Wars. It'd be great if J.J. Abrams would come back,
That would be badass.
but that's not gonna happen.
I don't know what JJ is working on right now.
Who knows? He's just sitting back, playing producer now.
It'll probably be Ryan Johnson. I hope it's Ryan Johnson.
What is
Ryan Johnson is currently directing Episode 8. The
Oh,
freaking Last
duh.
Jedi. What? I mean, there's your director. He's already
Yeah.
there. He's already knee deep in the Star Wars lore. He's currently working on it. Why not just have him transition
Right.
into the next one?
Makes sense.
Just let him finish. So expect. That's got to be who they pick.
Yeah.
It's got to be either JJ or Ryan Johnson.
That would make sense.
Why wouldn't it be? Patty Jenkins,
Patty Jenkins would be awesome. I
Wonder
don't know
Woman
her
director.
Star Wars knowledge, but
but she clearly knows how to make
that's true.
turn a turd into a turd sandwich, man. Because Wonder Woman was fantastic.
Stirred.
So she's, I don't know, and she hasn't signed, she hadn't put pen to paper
Still?
yet on Wonder Woman 2.
Really?
So
I
she's
thought that
kind of
already
still on there.
happened.
She's still in the open market. She could do the next Star Wars movie.
Ooh, but would I rather her do the next Star Wars or
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman 2? I think she's got to stick with Wonder Woman.
She should. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who's got my vote?
Who's that?
Ready to have your mind blown?
Uh-huh.
I think.
Uh-oh.
You know who's not doing anything right now and who is a proven Star Wars director? George Lucas.
Oh, God. No. No.
Why
no, no, no.
not?
Do you remember episodes 1, 2, and 3?
I do.
And?
Not very fondly.
And?
But how poetic to have George Lucas land the ship, you know? Come in and just let him go out with, you know what? You know, that's not a good idea.
I
Never
get
mind.
what you're saying, but...
That would be sweet. If he
be a crappy movie.
just
No
imagine
offense,
if they
George,
got
but
George
it would
Lucas
suck.
and he did really good. What if he made like the greatest final Star Wars movie ever?
Oh, I just don't know. I lost my confidence in him a long time ago.
He's not a very good director.
Sorry, George. You were amazing back in the day, but now...
I don't know. It won't happen. The last person in the world they're going to call is George Lucas.
Yeah,
but that would be kind of neat. That'd be very poetic.
Practical effects. He just threw that out the window. He's like, "Oh, this CGI stuff is so cool."
Yeah.
No, I do not want another Jar Jar.
Poor Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves would have been a fantastic director for the final Star Wars. Too bad he signed on for the Batman. Matt Reeves did the final 2 Planet of the Apes movies.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, those were fantastic.
Fantastic films, and what a great director
He
for
would have been
a gritty Star Wars flick.
great.
He'd have crushed it. But he's already signed on to do the Batman, which may or may not star. You know what director's not doing anything right now? Freaking Ben Affleck.
Oh, right.
Get Ben Affleck to direct the final Star Wars.
That would be cool.
That'd be kind of
He
neat.
is a comic book guy. He
I just
likes
thought of that.
comics.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Ben Affleck Star Wars?
I'm not opposed to that. Because you know he would have Kevin Smith ear, too.
The Town, Argo,
Yeah.
final Star Wars film.
That's pretty interesting.
Way to redeem yourself.
I like that theory. I like that. I'm not
Yeah,
opposed to that
that
one.
wouldn't be bad.
Way better than George Lucas.
He's not doing
idea.
Batman anymore.
Sting.
So says Casey Affleck. But anyway, we're spending a lot of time talking about it. It's going to be Rian Johnson. It should be Rian Johnson.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Continue
All
it.
the crap going on with Han Solo film, all the reshoots that went on with
Mm-hmm.
Rogue One, all the craziness with Episode 9. You haven't heard any craziness about The Last Jedi. It has
Right.
been
That's a good point. I
smooth
never thought about
sailing.
that. Mm-hmm.
There's never been a headline, oh, massive reshoots for The Last Jedi. It's gone smooth.
And didn't
Rian Johnson apparently is like,
yeah.
he's doing it, man.
And JJ is producing this
Yeah.
film too, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
I think that'll be it. They already got him there. Just say, Ryan, land the plane.
The plane.
Stick the landing.
Land the Falcon.
Land the land speeder, which has already landed, technically. Last little nerd news thing. Shauna, X-Force.
Really?
X-Force has finally found a writer-director. You ready for this?
Really?
You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Drew Goddard is going to direct the X-Force film.
You have crickets. I hear crickets because I don't know who that
You
is.
would, because Drew Goddard, if you go to his IMDb page, only has one directorial credit to his name.
And
you know what that is? Drum roll, I'm waiting for the drum roll. Digital drum roll.
No.
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh.
The writer-director of Cabin in the Woods is been selected. What's that face about?
Joss Whedon did Cabin in the Woods.
No, he didn't. Directed by
directed.
Drew Goddard. Yeah, Goddard.
Really?
So that's cool. So they've already said that X-Force is going to star Cable. Josh Brolin's going to be in X-Force. See, the next Deadpool movie is just going to be a setup for X-Force. It's going
Really?
to. I've already said Deadpool's going to be in it. Ryan Reynolds is going to
Okay.
be in it. Josh Brolin's Cable's going to be in
Really?
it. Plus all the other X-Force crew.
This is obviously a Fox.
Oh, yeah.
So Fox owns X-Force?
Yep.
Man, Marvel, you sold a lot of stuff off
I
to
know.
Fox back
Sort
in
of some
the
of the cool
day.
things. Well, good. I'm glad to see Fox is finally doing something with what they got.
Yeah, that's true.
So, can you imagine Cabin in the Woods director doing an X-Men style
Wow.
shoot 'em up?
Huh.
Fucking, I can't. That's exciting.
crazy.
Because if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods,
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite flicks, Cabin in the Woods.
Absolutely. I could have sworn it was all Joss. I know he wrote it, right?
I don't think so.
What?
I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I know he didn't direct. It was directed, damn it, by Drew Goddard,
Okay.
and he crushed it. Fantastic film. A movie. If you ever want a movie that needed a sequel, freaking Cabin in the Woods needed a sequel.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that movie was so badass.
Movie.
So
Freaking
yeah,
awesome.
X-Force. It's happening. I don't know when it's happening, but man, that's gonna be a cool movie. So when you're sitting around watching Deadpool 2, know that this is gonna be a build-up to the X-Force film. So that's kind of exciting.
What? Mind blown.
Yeah. So that's it for our nerd news. We still haven't even gotten
Nerd
to
news.
this comic book yet, and we're going to. But before we get to this amazing book, which I'm gonna really have a good time telling you about it, we just saw the It movie.
Oh my gosh.
It
was
was
great.
freaking great, man. It was so awesome. We're not going to do a full review here, but if you haven't seen It, definitely go out and see it.
Yes.
Your thoughts about it?
Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Like, if you haven't read the book, doesn't matter, no big deal, but the book focuses a lot on the kids. In this movie, it's the kids' story as opposed to the old miniseries where it jumps back and forth, which is how the book does. But God, they nailed it in this cast that they got together. These kids are awesome. They're not only good actors, but they obviously enjoy hanging out with each other. They became buddies on the set. They're like, there's good camaraderie and it feels real when you're watching it. It's just such a great movie.
Yeah.
So good.
Amazing casting of these kids. They, like Shauna said, they cast the perfect kids. Finn Wolfhard and a lot of these other kids that I really didn't know. They crushed it, man. Amazing acting. More scares than... I don't know. I've almost said something offensive, but I'm not gonna. Scary, man. Lots of scares in this movie.
Yeah.
It's like non-stop scares. Like just jump out of your seat, like whoa, oh my god.
Yep.
It's like every 5 minutes, there's something jumping out at you, scaring the shit out of you.
But as you had pointed out, that the whole movie isn't like scary.
Yeah.
It's just there's several scares and a great story.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
It doesn't have this total air of creepiness,
Right.
which I think maybe the movie might have been missing just a tad. But it didn't need it because there's so many little scares and there's so much heart. You actually see they crammed. It was perfect screenplay.
Yeah.
Because they crammed so much story in it. They show the history of Derry. They show all the kids who didn't know each other. They show them all coming together, and it didn't seem forced or rushed.
It
was very natural and organic.
Yep.
They showed
kid's
each
interaction with Pennywise.
They showed every
which is
kid's
really cool.
individual Pennywise first
interaction.
interaction. They showed, big battle. They had, the villain in the town, the little kid.
Cool.
It was really good, man. They crammed a ton into there. And that movie I was a little bit nervous about because, kind of like Han Solo, they had gone through 3 screenplays, 2 directors. They lost their Pennywise and had to get a new Pennywise.
Who was awesome.
Crushed it. He actually did an amazing job. So yeah, I don't know how they're gonna, and they've already announced they're gonna do the sequel.
Yeah.
The sequel is happening. The movie ends with Chapter 1.
Yep.
And as the credits roll, so Chapter 2 is coming.
Yeah, and they already announced that they signed it on anyway, so yep.
So go see it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's already making record-breaking numbers. They were suspecting it to make about 60 mil. I think it's already at 80.
Really?
Yeah.
They might break 100 this weekend.
They might break 100 million, which
That's
with
awesome.
nobody, that doesn't happen for a horror movie.
Right?
And it really doesn't happen with a Stephen King movie.
I know. Poor Steve. Well, not the horror Stephen King movies. The Shawshanks and the
but
the
that's
Green Miles.
I don't know if they made 100 million opening weekend.
Well, anyway.
But maybe they did. I don't know. But it was great, man. Go see it. It was fantastic.
Awesome.
It's fantastic. It was better than Dark Tower. And we like Dark Tower, but everybody hates
We
it.
loved Dark Tower. I loved Dark Tower. That was an amazing take on trying to let's tell the stories of these characters, but not tell the book, because it's a 7-series, massive story. You can't tell that story on screen.
You're not going to convince them that they like the Dark Tower.
Whatever.
As much as we try, people just didn't like the Dark Tower, but we just like everything. So there you go. Let's talk about comics.
Comics? Really?
What do you say?
On this show?
Captain Phasma. Friggin' Captain Phasma. Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah.
Who you know
Game of Thrones.
from Game of Thrones. Brienne of Tarth or Toth. I don't know.
Toth.
Is it Tarth or Toth?
I thought it was Tarth.
With British accent, Tarth and
Toth.
Toth sound the exact same.
Yeah.
But Gwendolyn Christie, you know her. She played Captain Phasma in The Force Awakens.
If you didn't know that already, you probably did, but...
Such an underused role in The Force Awakens. She was... If you've ever seen Gwendolyn Christie at the Comic-Cons, at the Star Wars celebrations, she loves Star Wars. She's just all about Star Wars. She's so
awesome.
excited about this character.
So cool.
Who unfortunately got underused in the first flick. But I think they're going to use a lot more of her in the second one. I think you'll actually see her with her helmet off. So what is this book about? Captain Phasma. It's brand new. It's a #1. Just came out this week. It basically tells the story. Captain Phasma, if you remember Force Awakens, it ended where her kind of story ended. She was the one who brought down the shield around Starkiller Base. She was she was held at gunpoint with Han Solo and Finn. FN 2187 was holding her at gunpoint, and she had to bring down the shield, which allowed the Resistance pilots to roll in and blow up. Spoiler alert! To blow up the Starkiller Base. So it ended with it was a really funny line in Force Awakens when Han Solo says, you know, where they were like,
Oh.
what do we do with her? He's like, well, do you have a garbage, or do you have a trash compactor?
Yeah.
And then Finn says, yeah, we do. So they throw her in the damn trash compactor, and that's the end of Phasma. So you think Phasma, they never really say what happened after she went into the
Right.
garbage chute. Well, this book picks up
After-
of her busting out of the garbage
Oh,
chute.
that's cool. I haven't read the book yet, I'll be honest.
Shauna
but
hasn't read it yet.
Yeah.
But that's
I
where it
can't wait
starts.
to read
This
it.
book picks up right at the end of The Force Awakens.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's the story of it's not the story of Phasma getting out of the garbage chute. That happens in like one panel. But she gets out of the garbage chute, and it's what happens from her perspective as Starkiller Base is powering up its big super weapon,
Oh,
and it's
sweet.
about to blow up.
Sounds
And it's
awesome.
freaking awesome. It's amazingly written.
Who wrote it?
Kelly Thompson wrote it. Marco Cicchetto.
Girl
God,
power!
yeah, Kelly crushed it, man. Amazing writing. Good job, Kelly. She actually, she liked our show on Twitter, which is awesome.
Kelly?
Thanks a lot, Kelly. We really appreciate that. But you did an amazing job, Kelly. We love this book. I love this book. Shauna hasn't read it
I
yet.
haven't read it yet, but I'm about to. 'cause
It's great.
We like the same
It's
things.
really great. The story of Phasma. Because just think about it. Like right as Starkiller Base is about to blow up, you get to see what she does. And what does she do? The very first thing she does when she gets out of here is she goes up to a computer console and looks up. She tries to delete any record of her bringing down the shield.
Oh,
Because she
smart-
doesn't
smart
want
lady.
the First Order to find out that she's the one that brought down the shield that allowed the Resistance pilots to come in and blow up the thing.
Right.
So she goes in there and she immediately goes in there and just tries to delete the records of her bringing down the shield. And she does, successfully. But she finds out that one other person in the First Order happened to access those files
Uh-oh.
just before she deleted them.
Does she know who the person is?
She
or
does know
just
who the
knows-
person is.
Uh-oh.
So this book is her racing through Starkiller Base, trying to find this one person who accessed the records just before she deleted it. So there's one
kill him?
person to blow his brains out before he tells other people that, hey, Phasma's the one that brought down the shields. So it's an amazing book. The art is
That's cool.
incredible. The art by Marco Cicchetto. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Sorry if we butchered
A lot of
it. We butchered
C's,
names
so
a lot.
I'm screwing up that name, I'm sure, but the art's fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Really amazing art
I'm
because
so excited to read
Starkiller
this.
Base is blowing up all around her.
Right.
People are just dying everywhere. The First Order troopers are like, we got to get off this planet, and Phasma's like, no, you stand at your post until you're ordered otherwise. And you know Starkiller Base is about to blow up, so they're all going to die. She runs into she goes outside and she actually runs into Kylo Ren and Rey having their lightsaber fight
Oh, that's
out in the
cool.
snow. There's so much in this book, and
That's
it's
so neat.
you gotta pick it up. You gotta pick it up because it's part of the Journey to the Last Jedi series. They did
Very
that.
cool.
They did the same kind of thing just before the Force Awakens, where
Yeah.
they talked about Poe Dameron's parents. The Journey to the Force Awakens was right after Return of the Jedi. What did Luke do immediately after Return of the Jedi? That was a really cool little series. So read it. Go to your comic book shop.
Cool.
Pick up Captain Phasma if you still can, because I think it's flying off the shelves.
Oh,
It is
wow.
an incredible book. You gotta pick it up.
That's
It's
awesome.
so cool, man. I love this book.
So excited to read it. Now I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it after the show.
Yeah.
But what that's telling me is that she definitely is gonna be a pivotal part of this movie. I mean, why would they do a whole
Just about her.
prequel prelude like before The Last Jedi about Phasma?
I
if
hope
they're
so.
not
'Cause That's a
gonna have her in
crazy
there?
interesting character. And after reading this book, I'm even more excited about Captain Phasma
Oh,
because
that's so cool.
she's all business.
Wow.
She's like storming through an exploding Starkiller Base, and she's got one thing on her mind. It's finding this one person who accessed her records and knows that she's the
Wow.
one that brought down the shield.
That's
So,
awesome.
Oh, it's such a cool book.
That sounds cool.
So pick it up. Captain Phasma, Star Wars. Go to a local comic shop near you. Pick it up. It'll blow your mind.
Sweet.
So that's about all we got.
Eh,
This was a fun show, man. I
It
know
was a fun
we
show.
packed a lot into this tiny little show here. Join us here every Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and if you've made it this far into the show, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little thumbs up like button. That's just that'll do. If
Yeah.
if you're not into subscribing, at least hit the thumbs up.
Or send us an email.
Kelly-
Loadofcomics.com.
chuckloadofcomics@gmail.com.
Oh, sorry.
Send us an email.
What did I
But I want to
say?
send a special message out to Kelly, our neighbor Kelly, who's yet to subscribe to our show. Who
Kelly.
says he likes it, but he hasn't subscribed. Kelly, hit the subscribe button, sir. And that's about all we got. If you want to send us a message, please just send us a message on at the bottom of the thing there on the YouTube.
The thing.
It's the thing.
The thing.
That's about all we got. If you're living in Florida, you guys be safe. Watch out for the big hurricane. And that's all we got. Join us here next Sunday for more super fun, awesome comic stuff. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We got a lot of other good shows on the YouTube channel, so check them out. We got like that one and that one. Lots of good stuff. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button for more episodes every single week. See you later.